Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Aphrodite, and this is Aphrodite's house. If you're not new here and you just came from my Moldavite update video, tee, same day, different video, right? Back with the yellow flower dress. I love this. I love this yellow dress. I'm really trying to wear more colors. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm in the all black army. I usually just pull my hair back and I'm in something sleek and all black, mostly because I enjoy hiding my figure. Also, black to me is supreme. Favorite color here is black. Yeah, okay. Let's not get distracted. Today's video, we're going to talk about spirituality and finances. So a lot of people saw my Moldsvite video where I talked about how it improved my finances. But today I'm going to talk about spirituality as a whole and how it improved my finances. I'm going to start by saying that I did a lot of research and work myself, and then I spoke to my shaman and kind of made sure I was on the right path. I wasn't diddling in anything that was gonna fuck me up. So we're good here. What can I say about spirituality and my finances? I think the most important thing for me was that I really have strong ties to my past life, and in multiple past lives that I've had, I was really deep into hoodoo. I was also really deep into just herbalism in general. So using the earth to bring upon security and riches. So for me, sitting down and really meditating for about 5 minutes, throwing a bunch of stuff together based off of what I was hearing in my mind and making an oil off of that was like so strange to me when I got really deep into knowing myself. And I would write down everything, right? I would do it, I would make the oil, it would kind of sit there for months in a jar, because if you know anything about making oils, or like infusing the ingredients and just giving it time to charge, letting your deities bless it, you giving proper offerings to make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. It takes time, right? You want it to sit there and accumulate all that good stuff. So for me, I would go back and I would do the research and I would find out that particular herbs were used for prosperity, drawing up luck, all this good stuff. And by the time it was done and I had figured out, wow, I really just pulled all of this stuff from the back of my mind from previous lifetimes, it was grand. And I would offer these oils to my friends and money would just be handed to them. No lie, it would be like, I just used this oil, or I just carried this oil and I just got $100. I just used this oil and like I got paid twice as much. What's crazy though is because I wasn't doing any of the spiritual work I needed to do to unblock myself, none of my workings worked on myself. Made a money oil, didn't work on me. I wasn't I hate to say it like this, but I wasn't fully allowed to enjoy the fruits of my labor because I wasn't doing the work. To me, this was fun. Making oils and making money candles and prosperity candles and love candles, and it was fun. It still is fun, right? But it was something that, I pulled out of the back of my mind. It was fun to help my friends grow. It was fun to watch, how they could accumulate wealth from nothing more than herbs. It still is so exciting to me. But I wasn't putting in any of the work to get out of the situation that I was in. And so this would be like sitting down and trying to manifest $1 million and being handed $1 million goal, or like a $1 million idea, and then you sitting on the $1 million idea and then asking why you're not getting your $1 million. That's pretty much what I was doing, right? I was like, oh, I want this money oil. And then it would be like, okay, you have to use your voice more. You have to actually, and I'm like, no, I'm too shy. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay here. I want to just, I don't want to do that. Let me tell you, I'm not particularly sure which ancestor it was, But one of my ancestors made it quite clear to me that until I got my shit together, I wasn't gonna get shit. So what I really started to do was use my voice. And the first way that I started to use my voice was to ask for things that I needed. And it started with talking to my ancestors because they're family. I had to get comfortable with speaking to my family, my blood, the DNA that runs through my veins for the things that I need. As a kid, I was too put in this box and too shy to even ask for anything I needed as a kid. I felt uncomfortable every time. So the first thing that I did was, I talked to my ancestors and I said, please bless me with what I need to get out of my situation. The first thing that was offered to me was the space that I'm sitting in now, my new apartment. I thought, it's a lot of money. I'm going to have to sit here and figure this out. I have to get out of the current lease that I'm in now. That's going to be stressful. I don't want to talk to my landlord. It's going to cause chaos and I don't feel comfortable. My guides, my ancestors said, you asked us for something. We handed you this idea and it's going to make you have to put in work. How bad do you fucking want it? When I tell you, I packed my bags, there was no debate. I packed my bags. It took us, like a week to get in here. And it was like right towards the end of summer. It was still super hot. There was all this money that needed to be built and accumulated. Movers had to be paid because you can't lift a massive fucking bed up 4 flights of stairs and there's no elevator in this building. I did that. I listened to my ancestors. The energy that flowed changed drastically. The deities that I was then exposed to changed drastically. When I moved, a deity, this is not new, so I'm okay mentioning this. I usually don't like to talk about who I work with, just for privacy reasons, but Thoth, I had been thinking about Thoth for a while. I don't believe Thoth approached me. I believe one of my ancestors kind of dropped a gem about Thoth because it started with me obsessively thinking about the emerald tablets and then dreaming about the emerald tablets, right? So I ended up starting to work with Thoth. That's one of the first deities who kind of showed up in the new space and was comfortable talking to me. Higher knowledge, philosophy, things of that nature. All things that I might add are in my astrological chart as a career path for making the most money while being comfortable and still being of service to others, which I will do in another video when I talk about whether or not it's really important to go through your astrological chart to figure out making the most money, being comfortable, and staying on your path. So you're not uncomfortable, you're not in an environment that's going to drain you, and things of that nature. That's another finance video. We'll talk about that next time. But yeah, when I moved here, I realized that not only was I getting the knowledge that I needed so that I could continue to write my book, continue to study, continue to work on new recipes, new algorithms, but my workings that I was doing for others were starting to work for myself for the first time in ages. I wanted to do a romance ritual to enhance my self-love and make myself, appear more attractive to others. I have a partner, so that's not really the point, but the goal was to give me this kind of air about me to help draw people in, right, for business purposes. Started working. The first time I did that ritual, I did the Moldavite video, which almost has 1,000 views on it, so I was surprised. You get what you ask for. So what I will say is spirituality can change your life. when you ask, and your ancestors, your deities, your spirit team in general, your protectors, your angels, some people work with demons, that's none of my business. Whomever you work with, whoever protects you, whoever walks with you heavily, when you open your mouth and talk to them, they will help you to figure this out. The goal is to have you be comfortable. The goal is to have you grow in everything that you do, including the knowledge you accumulate. You're not meant to be struggling. You're not meant to suffer. If you feel like you're suffering and you're struggling and you're confused, you need to backtrack. You need to talk to your guides and figure out what we can do here, because that's not how you're supposed to live. Especially if you are highly gifted and you are meant to be of service to others, you're supposed to be comfortable. Unless your astrological chart dictates that you're supposed to be a monk in the mountains somewhere, or a nun, then you're supposed to be comfortable. The goal is for you to be comfortable so that you can continue to study and grow, so that you can help humanity. You're not supposed to be uncomfortable. And with that comes knowing how to maximize your finances, how to manage your finances, how to have a proper relationship with the energy and the frequency of money, and then figuring out in your astrological chart how you spend your money. If you are meant for luxury and you spend your money on luxury, you need to be figuring out how to do that while also accumulating wealth, because you're also supposed to be accumulating financial wealth so that you can live like that. But you also are supposed to live like that so that you can be in the right space and energy to teach and educate others, depending on, what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Spirituality matters. Getting in touch with yourself matters. Getting in touch with your roots matters. Learning more about who you are matters, because it helps you to understand how you should live. Now, you don't have to follow these rules. I'm simply stating that when I started to, things started to work out for me. So really, really think about this. Really think about this, because my life has and still is turning around. Every time I turn around and look, if there was a lesson I didn't learn, I'm relearning it. But in the most beautiful ways, and it's great. So this is what I've got for you. I hope this video was educational. I'm really just trying to help as many people as possible. Let your guides guide you. That's their job. Trust in the universe, but also do the work, do the research. It takes you about 4 or 5 hours to really dig deep into your chart, to get on YouTube, to watch videos and take notes, to read a book and really figure out more about who you are. And what you can do and accumulate in this lifetime, especially when it comes to your money. You want to be so smart about these things. We live in a time where there's crazy inflation. People don't know how to save money. People don't know what they're doing. They're spending their money on trash, on things that just don't matter. A lot of people talking about how the banks are going to fail and we're going to move to all digital currency and blah, blah, blah. Just learn how to manage your money. And I would do it now. So that you are in a space where, should anything happen, I'm not saying anything will happen. This is not one of those videos. Should anything happen, you know how to move. You're playing chess here. You need to make sure you know how to move. You feel me? But yeah, that's what I've got for you. And please comment down below. Let me know your experiences with spirituality and how it helps you in your finances. Or are you going through this struggle right now where you're trying to figure it out? Let me know. But please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.